working with rotations. Now there's some general information I need to give you before we get started. Okay? Rotations will have some notation. There will always be a point O. This is your point of origin or your rotation point. It's going to be the point for the rotation that as we use our protractors, the center of your protractor will be placed on the point of origin. Okay? So your point O, anytime we do a rotation, is going to be the center of your protractor. Okay? You need to know that going into it. All rotations are given a value of D of rotation, and that value of D is either greater than a negative 360 degrees or less than 360 degrees. Why 360 degrees? Because a complete rotation, a complete circle, is a 360 degree rotation. Okay? I will tell you that if you have a degree that it has a negative in front of it, I put that wrong. Okay? Your rotation is going to move in this direction. And how are we going to describe that direction? You describe it as clockwise. Okay? If your degree is positive, it is going to move in this direction, and that is a counterclockwise movement. Okay. The book has us start out with rotations using transparencies. We are going to get straight into the work of protractors because protractors are what you would use in the real world. This is also the most difficult of the three rigid motions that we study, and it's the most time consuming. So we're going to get started. Example number 1. Let there be a rotation of D degrees around a center O. Let P be the point other than O. Select D so that D is greater than 0. Find the image of P or P prime using a transparency. We are going to use a protractor. So what do we need to decide as the people who are going to be pulling off this rotation as a team? What do we need to decide?
Which way?
Well, we know which, okay, we can tell that. We know that D needs to be greater than or equal to 0. Okay, actually it's going to be greater than 0. We're not going to choose 0. Since our D has to be greater than 0, which way is it going to travel? It's going to travel counterclockwise because it's going to be a positive degree. Does this assignment give us a degree?
No.
Nope, we get to pick one in this case. Give me a positive number, less than 360, greater than 0. And my helpful hint is, if you make it less than 180, it's going to be even easier. No. Yes, ma'am? 36 degrees. So all of you right now are going to rotate point P 36 degrees. And we'll do this one together. What do I need to rotate?
Point P.
What else do I need?
O.
The direction.
I know my direction. I'm going to move counterclockwise. What else do I need to rotate? Yep. What do you call those?
Origin.
Okay, I have an origin. What else do I need? I need a protractor. Okay, so I'm going to pull up my handy-dandy protractor. Here we go. Now, as you pull out your protractors, where are you going to place it?
On the dot.
On the origin. So you take your protractor, get it centered on the origin. Now I'm all ready to rotate? No. Now you line up your 0. We're going to be moving counterclockwise because it's a positive 36 degrees. So this 0 needs to line up with point P. So rotate your protractor. So 0 is lined up with point P. And now that you have your protractors lined up, let's look at my numbers. Am I going to use my top numbers here? 180, 170, 160, 150?
No.
No, we're going 36 degrees. So I'm going to go 10, 20, 30, 35, 36. At the 36 mark, you make your point out here. Remove your protractor. Now I'm going to use the straight edge of the protractor lining up. Oh, I'm going to put my origin. I just need a straight edge, so I'm going to use the edge of my protractor. I get a straight edge. I, of course, have a straight marker on my smartboard. You all are going to need to do that. I'm going to put a line. Now, when I reflect an image, do I put point P out here where I put my point at 36 degrees? No. P needs to remain what? The same distance from the origin. Okay? So now I'm actually going to need my ruler. I pull out my ruler and I measure. I have to find my ruler. Here it is. I need to measure my distance of my origin. Hopefully your rulers work better and more simple than mine. Okay, my origin is exactly 4 centimeters from P up here. So in order for me to place my P over here, I need to find out what 4 centimeters is away from the origin. Again, your ruler should be easier than mine, I hope.
You didn't have a ruler.
You didn't grab a ruler if you didn't get one.
I'm just using the phone.
Here is my P time. I have 36 degrees, positive 36 degrees from the point of origin. Here is its new location. Questions?